Good afternoon, Exiles, and welcome to Week 2, Day 2 of Path of Exile Community Racing. And we're at the semifinals today with the Merveil Burst, which will be shortly followed by the grand finale, the Vol Burst. Participating in the next event is Zizaran, DeadandDoom, Oneew, and Goratha, followed by Ventura, Gucci Press, Coldly, and the Uber Lead. I'm Havoc616, and casting with me today is none other than Ziggy D. How's it going, Ziggy?
Good morning, Havoc. Good morning, everyone. Players, I'm going to need your help today. I'm going to need our racers' help today. I want some exciting moments early in the race, please, to wake me up this morning. It's one of those cold mornings for me here.
Feeling a bit hungover from yesterday's birthday bonanza?
I played RimWorld all day.
Fair enough. Same thing, right? Same thing.
Basically. Oh, man. Good morning, everyone.
I'm sure our chat and our racers will definitely wake you up with some exciting moments. Let's see where our players are. We have Zizaran in the top left. DeadandDoom today, changing his name once again in the top right. Oneew, Oneew, or SQT will correct me on that one, in the bottom left. And Goratha in the bottom right. Who is our crowd favorite to win this race?
I don't know who this DeadandDoom is.
Yeah, if there's a DeadandDoom, I would have voted for him, but I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been my first choice, but DeadandDoom, I don't know, he's a bit more of a wild card, perhaps. I don't know, maybe DeadandDoom's falling from grace, though. We saw him not win a race yesterday. It was crazy, man. So this could be his fall from grace, or today it could be his Dark Knight Rises, perhaps.
That is very true.
We shall say. Ziz has played very well there yesterday. His burst times are actually excellent. So if he can,
number 4 overall.
Times. Yeah, if he's been practicing his Merveil times as much, he might do pretty well today. So we shall see how it goes. We are off. At least 3 players are off, and then Oneew is going as well.
4 shadows,
man.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I wonder if all the players agree. Like, hey, let's all play the same class in every race just for the viewers. So that's kind of cool.
I like that. I like that. We'll get a different one each time. We got that class restriction.
Exactly. Makes it pretty easy to judge, who's doing better on each class.
It feels a bit more fair, even though the times are all averaged across it anyway.
Exactly.
So it's the same thing in the end.
Taking a look at yesterday's times, DeadandDoom was the fastest shadow player with 10:06 on the Brutus run.
Merveil's a little bit longer, but it's actually, I don't know, it's not that much longer than the Brutus race, though. I feel like the zones between Brutus and Merveil, you just skip over, very quickly. Yeah. There's what, 2? It feels like 2 zones there. There's actually 4 zones there, but it feels like 2.
Yeah, it definitely feels really short. I wonder what level they're going to get to. Will they hit level 10 to get some flame dash action, across those ledges? It's hard to say.
That's not too bad, but I don't know. Players are only just getting level 10 around Merveil when they're not going to kill Merveil early. So I'd be surprised, honestly, if we see any flame dashing action here. I think people will probably be going for it pretty early. What did we see? Some level 4 Brutus
lots of
kills?
level 4, level 5s yesterday. Occasionally we'd see a level 6 or higher if the player opted to go for Hellrake. And speaking of Hellrake, will players opt to kill the Icy Cold Man of Death and his Glacial Cascade to get that onslaught and use the Frostbomb strategies?
Yeah, so we saw some players doing it for the Quicksilver for Brutus and Onslaught, but Merveil's a little bit longer, so I think we'll see more players doing it than before. If not everyone, I'd be surprised even maybe if everyone's not going for Quicksilvers, especially in Shadows.
Yeah, DeadandDoom, DeadandDoom picks up the waypoint, Goratha picks up the waypoint, Oneew and Zizaran on the left sides of your screen, still looking for the waypoint. I believe all players will go for the Mudflats first, go to the Submerged Passage, and then proceed to coast. Zizaran does not pick up the waypoint.
No waypoint for Ziz. Interesting, because he was getting the Quicksilver before, so he's changed his plan. He's changed his strategy since yesterday.
Seems to be the case. I would like to point out, though, in yesterday's runs, early on, the first couple of groups, it was pretty split between going for the Quicksilver and Onslaught, and then just doing level 4 rush strat. But then as the races proceeded, almost all the players were going for level 4 rush strategies. Maybe Zizaran setting the meta again, he is the game changer.
That's true. Yeah, Ziz was paving the way for the super underleveled, sketchy, risky, longer Brutus fights, but actually the time ending up being really fast. And that worked pretty well for him. I don't know though. The choice of no Quicksilver in this race puzzles me because there's a lot of extra ground to run, and you are really just running through all those zones. These are some long zones.
Looks like every player, or at least Ziz and Oneew, have caught up to DeadandDoom, but Goratha seems to have had some mud-flat troubles, got a bit lost in there, and set him around 20-40 seconds behind.
He's got a few champ rowers chasing him around as well, just to harangue him out of the zone. Go on, get out of here, Goratha.
Exactly. So one thing you could talk about when thinking about the Quicksilver and Onslaught is that the extra move speed allows you to make mistakes and recover from those mistakes. And if Ziz opts to not, oh, he's going really low, gets leveled up though. If he opts not to pick it up, he needs to essentially not mess up, play perfectly, and know his layouts.
Yeah, it feels a little more forgiving when you reach at the end of a long layout, when you have a Quicksilver charge there and you just burst your way back. It's like, it feels less painful. I wonder if that's just like a mental thing though. It's still pretty much just as bad, because as someone with a Quicksilver who doesn't get that dead end is going just as fast in the right direction.
Exactly.
Just feels like a mental thing, I think, maybe. Looks like, speaking of dead ends, is hitting a little bit
on
here.
Looks like the second one maybe slightly the wrong way. It's not too bad though. But the other players, Oneew and DeadandDoom, they've just entered the Submerged Passage. They have their Onslaught, they have their Frost Bomb, and they have their Quicksilver. They're ready to go.
I like chat's comment is Ziz's strategy is to opt to not make mistakes. I think that's a good thing to opt for, really. That's a good strategy to take.
Not messing up is a good strategy.
I do like to see that strategy, planned for and executed well in a race. I do love to see some deaths to Brutus though. On the flip side, I don't know. I'm a bit two-faced when it comes to my racing commentary.
I think that's okay though. We're not taking this too seriously. It's all about having fun. We hope the racers have fun. We hope the crowd has fun, and cheering a bit's always cool. So taking a look at our gear, looks like Goratha's got a 3-link green, blue, blue. Threw a transmute on it.
Pause for a second. Acceleration for Ziz in ledge right at the start too.
Basically a Quicksilver. Basically a Quicksilver. He's pushing it. Gets a large life flask. Gets the portal close all. He's pushing right now. D&D though gets a +1 fire though. Where's explosive trap?
Oh, that's very good. Brutus and Merveil are going to be a lot faster for him then. That's going to be very nice. It's all going to be about that explosive trap, single target DPS as well. So that's even better than getting a +1 cold here. Yeah, I think Ziz maybe is planning for his acceleration shrines. Maybe that's why he went for no Quicksilver. It's like, yeah, I'll just chain acceleration.
Just call Chris up. It's like, hey, can I get some extra RNG just like yesterday? I'll promote some MTX on stream. I got this, homie. Chris is like, don't worry. I got you. Chat is spamming. Spin the wheel. That is not the race for today. Possibly next week, though.
We had a lot of fun with that yesterday.
That was a fun race. Now, if you want to check it out, you can check out the full VOD on the YouTubes, and I'm sure Ziggy will have some highlights at youtube.com/ZiggyDLive.
That's not my YouTube, but that's close enough.
Oh, was it?
People can search Ziggy. They'll figure it out. It's actually Ziggy D StarCraft.
Oh. Well, today I learned.
That's a fair mistake to make, I think.
Fair enough.
And yes, I'll be trolling that video for highlights. Though that whole thing was a highlight, man. So it's gonna be challenging to cut down. I'll take the top 10% of highlights.
Just upload the full 2 hours highlights.
Highlight. Just wait. This is 2 hours. How long was this race? It was actually just 2 hours.
It's supposed to be like an hour, maybe, and then we're like, oh, let's make it an hour and a half. Make it go a bit longer.
That was top tier. You guys definitely need to check that out if you did not yesterday. Ziz hitting up the essence, but changing his mind. He's like, oh no, never mind. Made a mistake clicking that one. It's like one of those things you're like, yeah, you think it's a good idea, and then you just very quickly, you're like,
yeah, no.
What am I actually thinking? That's a full pack of codes with a haste aura. Yeah, no, thanks.
Goratha just picked up an alchemy beside a brutal shine and ledge. Alchemy boots did not get movement speed, to my knowledge. Unfortunate there.
Too bad, man. This feels like such a good chance of getting that movement speed on the Alk. But I feel like it's 50-50, right? You either Alk it and it gets movement speed, or you Alk it and it doesn't. But
yeah, fair enough. You either get it or you don't. Sound math. Quick math by Z.
Lame joke.
Nah, no lame jokes. There's no such thing as a lame joke, just dad jokes.
I feel like casters have like it's a rite of passage to make some like real lame jokes from time to time.
Fair enough, yeah. I can definitely agree with that one. So taking a look at our players, looks like Oneew and D&D have caught up to Ziz. The Quicksilver and Onslaught paying off.
Yeah, and I think we're only going to see that pay off more and more unless Ziz can chain more of those acceleration shrines.
Exactly.
Or just play really well. But I feel like it definitely feels like a disadvantage here. Interested to know why that was his plan.
Yeah, usually, like, I would expect them to catch up on the Brutus fight, since, you know, yesterday people were setting the crazy times without getting it. And they were the first ones to kill Brutus every single time, but looks like they surpassed the non-Onslaught players already in prison. Says, however, will be the first player to enter Upper, though. Reading this layout correctly.
Wow. Yeah, it gets a really nice just straight run there. DeadandDoom only the seconds behind though for his upper prison. Oh, this is panning out to be a very close one. Oneew.
How did
if his read here is good,
it.
he's not too far behind.
Yeah, figures it out in the end. Looks like Goratha figured out this layout too, should be up to the top left. See, taking a look at everyone's mini-mouse right now, trying to figure out the layouts. D&D runs into a dead end. So this went up first, then went down. I'm wondering what the reason was behind that. D&D checking this top left corner here. Very easy to miss that door. Go down or into another giant dead end. Looks like you realized that early on. Gets a big blue pack, going for some XP. Some mana pots too. So shouldn't have any mana issues later on.
I expect we'll be seeing players go for maybe level 6. I can't think of any real breakpoints here, especially as shadows. That
you say level 6. Every player is already level 7, so...
Yo, what?
Yeah, this is just hitting level 7. Your other players already hitting level 7, almost level 8. So
they've
maybe
been
even
XPing hard this whole way to Brutus then. It might just be after Brutus, they're just not killing anything then.
I think it's just the Frostbomb strategy. Even Oneew, Goratha, and DeadandDoom, they are definitely going to continuously XP, and not because they want to XP, just because the Frostbomb, you need to kill mobs, get proc onslaught.
DeadandDoom, we always see who in his mind is his greatest threat. He's checking Onew's time there. He's checking his position in his friends
list. I saw him
list.
type Ziz as well in his friends list, so...
Oh, that's exciting.
He's pre-placing his traps on the Brutus fight, see how much damage he does. 10, 15, 20%?
25%.
Yeah, not bad. Like I go 10, 15, 20, 25. Just counting by 5. 10, 15, Brutus it's dead already. Nicely done. Wow. It gets a rare one.
Ooh, maybe.
Everyone else is also playing Brutus. I'm a bit worried for Ziz since he does not have the same amount of skills as the other players.
He's got those nice MTXs for the Brutus fight though. It's going pretty smoothly for him. He's not really taking too many hits here.
Yeah, compared to other players, it's going fine. Large life flask looking good.
Oh yeah, there's large life loss, double large life loss. Oneew going very low in his.
This is the third kill.
His slams. Goratha smashing his down.
Yeah, Onew's kill is actually the weakest. That is correct. Is there any reason for that? He has...
Yeah, Onew's damage looking a little bit lower.
Does he have explosive trap?
Yeah, what? Is he... Wait.
He's doing some weapon swap strategies, yeah.
Weapon swaps. I was gonna say. I was like, I was just watching an explosive trap. I know it's early in the morning, but come on.
Yeah.
I'm not imagining that.
Yeah, I just saw that. Looked at the watcher and it's like, no explosive trap in his gear. I'm like, wait, what?
It's hard for the gear tracker to keep up with the weapon swap strategies.
Exactly.
He does not know. So I think we'll just be seeing like very little to no killing here then, because I was expecting like level 6 to 7.
D&D is already level 9.
Pushes. Level? Really?
Yeah. Goratha just hitting level 8. I think it's just the power of the Frostbomb strategy. And D&D just knowing when to XP a bit. Like, look at these packs. There's like 10 plus mobs on that pack. And he always has onslaught up. And he's running ship graveyard at the 12-minute mark. This is the time people were playing Brutus at yesterday. It's insane run by
Yeah,
D&D.
I guess at that speed, it's just worth like, it's not worth not killing them. You know? If that makes sense. Like, there's no point in not killing them. It takes so little time.
I might say D&D has adrenaline on flask. So our watcher hasn't updated with that yet, but that is a bit unethical. And it looks like it is the case. He does have a buff when he pops his flask.
I'm trying to update his Quicksilver flask, but I'm not seeing it.
It's probably on a life or mana pot, and so whenever he takes HP...
Yeah, I was like, he can't be on his Quicksilver unless he dropped another one, and then he'd be running 2 if he dropped another one for sure. you'd run the second one. Absolutely. That must be, yeah, it must be one of those other floss, a lucky magic floss drop or something. Yeah, I am seeing it up in the top left there.
Oh.
It's crazy close here. Looks like DeadandDoom's hitting his Cavern of Wrath a little bit before Ziz. Ziz taking a bit of time to kill something.
Yeah, counts some blue mobs for some reason. I guess he wants to hit the next level.
Has he? I'm curious why Ziz hasn't been pulling out like the Frostbomb action here. I'm seeing that from all the other players. Have we seen him using that on like a weapon swap or anything here, or just not at all?
Just hasn't picked it up because he doesn't have onslaught.
Wow.
It's just straight up explosive trap. Maybe he's saying, "Hey, I'm going to keep that for another run." Could be the case.
On what class though?
Yeah, that is true. You can't do explosive trap again. And maybe he can pull the Templar.
A Templar? My mind is being blown now. It might have just had socket problems, possibly, but
I think that'd be really cool if someone didn't do Frostball on Shadow, then pulled out on another class to have a really good average. Like, let's say they're only like 10 seconds behind, and they're like even like a minute behind the Shadow run. Then
I mean, he's
like,
really close.
Yeah, then they match the Shadow run on like a different class. That'd be sick.
And he's like 2 levels behind DeadandDoom, but I think 7's enough for Merveil.
Yeah, he just hit level 8. Looks like a lot of players are at least level 8. DeadandDoom's, I believe he might have just hit level 10 actually.
Damn, so much XP. He's not even under-leveled.
Yeah, he's right on point.
Yeah, 2 to 3 levels under the zone.
Goratha just entered Cavern of Anger as well. Oneew not too far behind, roughly in the same position as Ziz is. So it'll be a close race between DeadandDoom and Goratha for the first Shadow kill. Our first burst.
I think DeadandDoom's +1 wand is just going to win out for him here. He's just going to have so much damage on his explosive trap from that, and that's what it's going to come down to.
It looks like he put his bear trap in his explosive trap, though.
His bear trap in his explosive trap?
Yeah. His explosive trap is actually 3-linked in his helmet with lesser poison and added lightning.
Look at that damage.
Yeah, that damage is
already
insane.
Halfway down. And he's just not getting hit as well, which is what you need for the Merveil fight, because they're not going to have any cold res. He does not have any cold res.
Yeah,
but not getting hit is the strategy of the day, as it always is.
Goratha's like third start Merveil, while D&D is just obliterating the second phase right now. She's taking an easy first kill here. And it's just about to go down. 15-20. Nicely done.
Very nice. Ziz starting his fight in just a second. Goratha almost done with his first phase. Doing it similarly safely, not having any problems, but a little bit slower than DeadandDoom for the actual DPS as well. Ziz taking a lot of damage from
that 3-link is just huge. The 3-link did outweigh the +1. D&D typing a pretty decent run in chat. Not complaining. That's new. That's new. Ooh, Goratha's out of mana. Goratha's out of mana. He's...
Does he have
maybe he could just auto attack. Put auto attack in your skill bar, dude. Just auto attack away. Do something. It's so low. Just don't let the ES go up. Just auto. It's so low. The ES is going up now. Ziz might actually beat him.
Oh no. He's
and he gets it down. 1608. Nicely done, Goratha. I feel like I could have saved a bit of time with some autos there. That's all I'm saying.
Weaving a couple little one blasts there.
This is a third kill. 1619. Oneew.
Very good effort.
On his last phase.
Especially considering no Frostbomb there as well. Crazy. He did, like...
Just a 2-link
didn't have to sacrifice any XP in his run. But Ziz still keeping level 8.
Looks like Ziz did get boost speed at some point. We did not catch one. So it definitely helped him out a bit.
I think it was a bit later on.
Yep.
So I might not have been able to take full advantage of that one. Onew's Merveil kill happening in just a fraction of a second.
44.
Right now. There we go. Very nicely done. Pretty smooth brace from everyone.
Yeah, Ziz only a minute behind D&D's kill without the Frostball Monslaught strategy. Very interesting. So I'm really here. Hopefully he like pulls it out. The Frostball on a different character. I think that'd be like, really cool.
I mean, I am very curious to see what the end game is there. That's very, very interesting.
Like, let's say you don't go for the Quicksilver quest. What if you like make a Scion and mule it? Mule Onslaught.
I mean,
because Scion gets in Twilight Strand, right?
I'm so
I mean,
well, I don't know, that's a bit of extra time in a short race like this. Maybe he just runs a Scion.
That's true. I heard Rise has some secret Scion strategy. Unfortunately, he did not make it to the next round. So we
I'm
won't be
interested
seeing
in
any sound
a secret
strategies
sound
today.
strategy. Is this pulling the Marauder though? So I don't know if we're going to see that Frostbomb from him. I'm very curious as to why that Frostbomb did not come out.
Really looking forward to that.
Well, to see what his third race is then, because that I feel like might answer some questions. DeadandDoom looking to flex, rocking that Chaos Orb helmet, one of the MTX prizes of the winners from last weekend.
At this point, we're just almost asking, hey, D&D, what would you like to win this weekend? Hopefully we get a new champion, though. Just to change it up. But hey, if he wins again, he's definitely earned it and deserved it.
Yeah, that's it. Deserving, but we can always hope for a bit of a shake-up.
Yep. So 3 duelists and a Marauder, which makes me assume that Ziz will play a duelist last. This type
The
of
reason I didn't use
Frostbomb
Frostbomb
was I was saving that for my Templar run, but I scrapped my Templar run last minute. Interesting.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Well, there is the explanation. And then I didn't take.
Did a 19-minute shadow with Frostbomb. This is our interview methods. I like this. This is awesome.
But he done like a 1540 without Frostbomb. So I scrapped
basically
it to be
more consistent without it, which is kind of cool.
So in the end, just come down to his practice, I guess. Like he practiced one way a lot, had a last minute change of plans for the rest of his strategy. And that's like what's interesting about this multi-class, multi-skill lockout is that players have to have an overall strategy and think about like the moving parts and how they connect. And we saw that play a big role for Ziz here in his first race then.
Yeah, very interesting. So if he's not going to pull up the Templar, yeah, like I said earlier, I think he's definitely going to do the Duelist. What are other racers do? I think they're going to do Rangers? Rangers strategy look pretty cool.
We can hope for some Templar action, but I think either Marauder or Ranger. We saw a fair bit of Ranger for
we did do him relogging. Oh, it's taking on the Duelist.
Accidentally took a step.
Ah, okay.
He took a little step.
I got hyped for like a last minute swap. Moved on accident.
I wonder how good Ranger is in this. Ranger works very well for the Brutus fight, as we saw yesterday. I wonder if there's any change up in the Merveil fight. It's not that much longer. I feel like Ranger could do almost as well on Brutus. Don't see why not.
Yeah. I'm actually curious what the Ranger average would be. So taking a look at our average time for each class yesterday. Shadow, 11:17 on Brutus. Marauder, 11:18. Duelist, 11:49. Ranger, 12:15. We did have one outlier run. So I'm curious, without that outlier, what the average Ranger time would be. Might even be faster. It might actually be the fastest class overall.
Yeah, I feel like it actually has like a secret niche as Brutus kills. I don't know, it seemed really quick. But, and again, ooh, a bit of a small sample size, like we were saying yesterday.
Yeah, definitely a small sample size. It's not bad though, it's like 13, 12 races, and you know, 12 is not too bad, I feel. I guess that's mostly for the Shadow and Duelist. Rangers are definitely a lot smaller.
In the wise words of one fight guy in chat, anything is possible in Burst. That is true.
Ranger's only quick if you don't die. That is also very true.
So much wisdom from chat right now. Loving it. This is mousing over the Driftwood Club. He is getting ready to go. The only player moused over the Driftwood Club in advance. He is ready to firmly grasp it in his hand. Oh, hesitating though.
I feel like having the inventory open is a mistake, because then it's going to...
Go into his hand, he's going to have to manually equip it.
Yeah.
Oh, opening the microtransaction store might also be a mistake.
Oh, they're checking filters and players are off. Looks like we are starting.
Did you see how fast he manually equipped it though?
I did not. I blinked. I made that.
He left his inventory open like we were saying is a bad idea, and then he just manually, bam, like fraction of a second. Like I couldn't blink. His mouse accuracy. This boy's been playing some Osu. Or maybe just a long Path of Exile, perhaps.
You're just practicing looting in a party.
Ziz is officially winning the race so far. With that,
who will be the first to kill Hillock in our Hillock burst? No, I'm just kidding, guys. This is a Merveil burst.
Hillock burst. We need to do some Hillock bursts as a...
I think we talked about that yesterday, and we decided the players will hate us, so we won't be doing that.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Dead and Doom getting down faster. I think Duelist wins out in the Helic Burst. Looks like the heavy strikes are quite a bit slower. In fact, I noticed Helic getting pushed out of range.
Ooh, he got a life spring, dude. He got a life spring.
What?
But Ziz, maybe it's time to mule head over for it.
I just saw him shaking his head. He's shaking his head.
Yo, switch to Templar. Go, go, go. Come on.
Go.
Yo, Marauder Caster, bring out the Frost Bomb. What if?
Can it even get it? Can you?
Oh, he just vendors it straight up. Unfortunate.
Just straight up vendors it for transmute shards, so he can get a little bit of an extra iron ring there.
Yeah, what if he dropped a Frost Bomb? He could have put it in. Like, it would have been perfect, dude.
Yeah, muling's absolutely allowed, but in a short race like this, the 1 minute it takes to mule a new character is arguably not worth it, even for an amazing drop like spring. What? Oh my god, I forgot the name already. It's early.
It's all right.
That wand.
That one, Life Sprig.
Life Sprig, that's the one. Well, thanks, chat. Life Sprig. Springwood. Springleaf. Spring Wand. That one.
Spring one. That one.
Moving on.
The one that gives us the damage and the life and the cast speed and the life regen and skill use. That one.
All the things that is absolutely fantastic in a race. And we are CZ's going for his Quicksilver. Everyone going for their Quicksilver first on their melee characters this time around. Onyo's going to want to pop the flask before he gets to Power Egg. Otherwise, he's in for a surprise.
Looks like all the duelists are running the the Cleave double strike setup. But Ziz running the Ground Slam double strike. I feel like Ground Slam has the better Hellrake clear. Better AoE. Cleave.
One of Hellrake's
really
trash
low.
mobs drops an extra
And
iron
going
ring
really low. He has to be careful here.
Ooh.
I think a lot of augments, and D&D is already has his kill. Has his Quicksilver and gets an Iron Ring off Hellrake as well to help him out.
He got a Thrailing Chest and opted to equip it and suffer the move speed penalty to get the extra link for that faster Hellrake kill. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes that off for a while though.
I think we saw Goratha and Waggle doing a bit of swapping with their chests yesterday. They'd kill a pack, then drop it, and repeat. See if Oneew does a similar thing here. He also has the same chest that D&D has. 2 red, 1 green, Iron Plate.
Not hot swapping it quite to the level that we saw yesterday. That gear unequipping while running was amazing. Oh, here he goes. There he goes. There's the strategies. Taking that chest off while running to the next nest.
Has a shrine in his zone, and this is acceleration. Okay, thankfully is not. It is a replenishing shrine. Ziz with the brutal shrine. Lots of shrines in these races. Very interesting. I feel like we don't normally see them in our normal playthroughs on our characters.
I'm almost a little surprised that DeadandDoom actually even went for his replenishing shrine. I feel like it does not make too much difference here.
Time to play it safe. Does not want to die.
He's like, I'll counteract any potential Oozback degen that I happen to run past.
Speaking of Oozback, Ziz is getting chased by Oozback right now, degenning away. Does find the exit though. Same time
Ziz wishing he had a replenishing shrine right now.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, why wasn't that shrine a replenishing shrine?
Unlucky. Maybe next time.
Ziz and Onyo's enters exactly the same time from the looks of things, though there might be a few seconds difference between them there. And Goratha just slightly behind Dead Kaboom, who is hitting a dead end though. DeadandDoom once again.
Changing his name mid-race, as decided by us. Chest swapping though, like we hoped he was. That's pretty cool.
It's really cool to see. I haven't actually tested that. You click to move while holding the item, but you definitely drop the item if you do that though, right? Oh, they have another button bound.
You need another button, exactly. It's not can't be on the left.
Wow, that's
Ziz with the crazy submerged layout and read. It's the first player to enter ledge at the 512 mark. Nicely done. Taking a look at our other players. D&D has passed the bridge. Goratha just finding the bridge. And Oneew having a rough time and finally finds the bridge.
Wow, Ziz saved a lot of time in his submerge there. He was 10 seconds behind DeadandDoom.
Yeah. 10 seconds ahead. Nicely done. They're probably a bit smaller than that though. They look really close at the moment.
Goratha and Oneew will be hitting their exit in just a second. They're pretty much neck and neck. Oneew just maybe a second behind there. As long as nothing weird happens here. seeing a lot of blue packs of crabs and things, opting to kill some stuff, but it's taking him a bit long, not actually getting many of the kills with the cleave there. I think, so we saw those like really high level shadow kills, and that was just all thanks to that frostbomb, I think. Though Ziz still managing to keep a high level with his explosive trap. I think we'll see much lower levels on the duelists. 7, 8 maybe?
Yeah, I think we can definitely agree with that. I think players will push to 8 if they have the links. Oh man, I'm just looking down Doom right now. He has the item on his cursor, using a second movement hotkey to move around. Then max out
Love it.
speed.
I love it. Getting that few extra percent. What's that, like 4% extra move speed?
3%, yeah.
3%. That is some min-maxing right there. The definition of min-maxing. I love that.
Although some of our other pro players are telling me that they might go for level 10 to get that leap slam to go across the caverns and the ledges.
Wow, really? Can I like... Yeah, I just wonder how much that's worth. Like,
yeah, it's going to take a while
maybe
though.
20 seconds in there.
Like, I don't think anyone reached level 10 in the last race. D&D might have, if I recall.
Yeah, D&D did,
level
but
9.
that was definitely a big part due to Frostbomb, for sure. That would be crazy to see, because it's just like so much extra time killing, you would think.
Definitely. Take a look at gear. Is there anything crazy on anyone so far? It's like both D&D and Goratha have the double iron ring. Everyone has a rustic sash. Ziz and Oneew have a single iron. No one has move speed boots. No one has crazy gloves. Lots of rusted swords still out for most players. Oneew with a copper sword. Ziz in a driftwood club still.
DeadandDoom hitting the double jade hatchets there. He's getting like his ledge just dropped everything that he needed in terms of like, so in racing there's the baseline gear, like the white item set that you ideally want. Any like magic or rares above that is just, you know, gravy. That's the good RNG that gets you to like record setting paces. But like players are happy with just like getting the bases a lot of the time. And you know, pair of jade hatchets, 2 iron rings, that sort of thing is your baseline.
Goratha has a shrine. What is it? It's an Ice Nova shrine. It's got a huge pack of blue goats and normal goats and shamans. Decides not to pick it up. You would get him a lot of XP if you did get it. I wonder if that's a risk.
It would have been a lot of XP. It was also right tucked in a dead end too, so it would have been off the path a little bit. DeadandDoom just running straight through the goat slam. Not even worried.
Apparently D&D got adrenaline again. According to chat. We must have missed that. Taking a look at Flask, we saw Oneew did transmute his Quicksilver, got 15 max charges, and additional resistance. And actually, speaking of Oneew right now, he also got an Ice Nova Shrine beside a decent pack and picks it up. Help him kill some mobs on his way. We'll probably kill this blue skellies right there. We're a bit behind progression, but I think we can get some gear and some XP. All of our other players are vending at the same time. Goratha is just about to vendor. It's like Weigel is confirming that we are getting trolled by chat. He does not have adrenaline, and he didn't have it first run either. Players are just exaggerating the RNG he's getting for the storyline.
No, I definitely saw the icon first round. I think he might have gotten.
He had some type of temporary buff, but I'm not too sure what it was.
Could have been another flask boss, but it definitely looked like the adrenaline one though.
Everyone has the adrenaline, chat says. Okay, it's time to stop reading chat and taking notes from them.
They've all got adrenaline personally IRL from this thrilling racing action. That's what's going on. That's where the adrenaline's coming from. I understand now. Aha.
I think it's my favorite part of racing in comparison to speedrunning, because in speedrunning it's a lot of like resetting often because you want to get the perfect RNG, and like if you don't get, you know, a certain item like move speed or something, it's like, just reset, just restart. But in racing it's like you just gotta make do with whatever you got, you know, like you didn't get anything, just keep going. Tough luck.
It doesn't matter how good your best ideal practice run is. It's like how best you take advantage of what happens there in that exact race. I love that too.
Speedrunning is like opening path to building and checking all the checkboxes. I feel I'm going like, this is my DPS.
Here's my ideal run. Theoretical best time. I wonder if players have worked out their theoretical best times and tried to go for that. A bit hard to work out that in PvE, I think.
Yeah, definitely would be interesting. Oh, if we get this unique drop here, and then, you know, we go this fast, and you get the light sprig on the Marauder. Okay, never mind. Take a look at
if we can get...
Oh, Oneew with Acceleration Shrine, distracting from our Theory Craft. Picks up. It isn't a dead end, though. It does go a bit low, but able to escape quickly enough. Opts to kill the mobs.
It's like a Mercy Shrine. That's a mercy shrine right there. It's like, yeah, you went all the way into the dead end. Here's an acceleration shrine so you can go back.
I definitely will need it to catch up to Mr. Dead Kaboom, who is in a early lead right now. Misclicking a bit and stopping by accident. Has a pair of boots, probably wants to ID that. See if he has some move speed. See if any of our players are running to big dead ends. Because Ziz did run into a fairly large dead end in the upper prison. All of our players are in upper right now. Goratha also running into a similar dead end. This might actually be the same layout as Ziz, from what I can tell. Both going to the left.
He's taking full advantage of that acceleration shrine there and taking it all the way into the warden's quarters there. So he's actually going to get a bit of the way through that with that acceleration shrine. Very
not
nice.
Too far behind.
Catches him right up to Ziz.
So DeadandDoom is on the Brutus fight. He is double striking away with a 3-link.
Huge damage. Huge damage.
Wow, it's just deleted. I went to check his gear and Brutus is already dead. So Watcher has
like,
updated. But I can see the 3 icons on his, or 2 icons on his double strike.
You're like, I want to see how much damage he's going to be doing in this Brutus fight. Oh no, I missed the fight.
Pretty much.
Oops.
It's like Oneew and Ziz be fighting Brutus at the same time. Oneew starting a bit earlier. Ooh, Goratha's had huge dead ends too. He's not feeling it right now. Oneew only had small life last though. How did Oneew dodge that slam? I have no idea. He's at 70 HP. He has to be careful here. He doesn't have a totem. 30 HP, 40 HP. Pops TP. Oh, no. Dodges the hit while going out.
Oh, the TP on top of Brutus. Oh no.
And that allows Ziz to take the lead on Brutus. He has a Vigilance Strike. He has the totem. Easy face tank. What links was Ziz using in that fight? Probably a 2-link.
Making some last-minute corrections for the fight. Picking up a coral ring and a large life flask before going back into the Brutus fight is like, oh, okay, I made some mistakes here.
Ooh,
not exactly what you want
really
to be doing.
Low, large life flask, carrying him a bit. Gets a boarding axe, but most likely not 11 and gets the kill done. 1240. This is the time that the President ship graveyard last run.
In the background, we saw DeadandDoom grabbing the leap slam as well. So the predictions about going for level 10 in that leap slam action could be
he's
accurate.
level 9, and he just killed the
killing.
blue pack, and he's already 20% in. And he's killing a lot of mobs to give that onslaught buff up.
He's killing away, so has determined that that leap slam is going to be worth it. I don't know if we saw the same thing from Ziz at all, though we have seen the characteristic vigilant strike choice from Ziz as well, though.
Goratha is finally on. Brutus had a bit of a rough time in the upper prison, just could not find his way. Ooh, it goes really low, has a large life though, should be able to just face tank and get it done. Damage looking really good though, we're just a 2-link. Double copper swords working out very well. One of them with a bit of 5 cold damage. Nicely done for Goratha. So he does even... No bending at all, just go straight to Prisoner's Gate. He realizes he needs every second right now. He is just going.
He's in like throw the dice mode here, just take a gamble. Let's push as fast as we can here.
See, D&D opening his friends list again. Typing in ZI, checking to see where Ziz is, sees he's in ship graveyard, goes like, oh man, I gotta speed it up.
Monkers.
Yeah.
Ziz actually ahead.
Yeah, actually the first enter Captain of Wrath. I wonder if D&D will check his friends list right now. Actually checks it right now, sees he's in Captain of Wrath. He feels the fire under his tail. He's gonna start speeding it up.
I love that. That moment there is just like, oh, he just got there just before me.
So Ziz is level 8, and he's only going to be killing for Onslaught and the likes, if he does kill anything. D&D, on the other hand, he is 10-15% away from level 10 to get the Leap Slam. D&D running into early dead end, figures out the layout. Check out Ziz. He's fighting a rare mob right now, picks up a large life flask. Doesn't really feel like he needs it at the moment. He just needs to keep going. Does
I think it's just a straight run here, but DeadandDoom hitting his Leap Slam.
Ziz getting a huge dead end though.
Ooh, not good. And DeadandDoom just equipping his Leap Slam as well, but also hitting a dead end.
Yeah, but the layout does show behind the dead end that there is an exit.
Oh yeah, he does get an important read from that dead end actually.
I think Ziz just walked into his second dead end, shaking his head a bit. He's made some critical errors here that would have allowed him to take first one. Oh, D&D getting another dead end, but it's a pretty small one. Pretty small. Lots of players getting dead ends right now.
It's all fair.
And he gets another one. You know, he's wondering, do I go left or do I go right? I feel like this is the 4th dead end here. No, it's not dead end. It actually is the correct way. Oh, it is actually another dead end. Can he leap over though? He's trying to leap over. And he pulls off the leap. He pulls off the leap. D&D nicely done. But Ziz is still the first enter card of anger though. Because it took him 3 or 4 leaps to make it over. Nicely done by Ziz. They are neck and neck right now for first place. Oneew and Goratha are fighting for third right now. They are, looks like they're almost in the exact same spot, moving in sync. like a dancing duo.
Mirrored streams
Ziz
right now.
walking by Haku, does not want to do a Haku mission right now. He wants to kill Merveil, he wants to be the first. He has ground slam, he has vision strike, he has a totem, and he probably want to be swapping to his double strike setup. D&D in a similar situation without the ground slam, but still with a 3-link totem, D&D leaping away. That leap slam is doing work right now in Coward of Anger.
Oh, yeah,
but Ziz is the first to enter Merveil's lair.
He just
D&D,
walks there.
5 seconds on, yeah, just a nice casual stroll in the park.
This was a stroll. It was a
the
gentle
fight has started.
stroll. Oh god, it's gonna come down to
He's
damage
tanking
here.
though. He has Fortify up. I don't think he's scared at all. Let's see who will...
Yeah, I think the tanking will help
Look
him
at D&D's damage though. D&D's damage is crazy.
Ooh, D&D's damage is much higher though.
But D&D goes
is gonna
down. He has to leave, refill potions. Ziz can just stay in the fight, just tank it up.
The leap slam destroying his
He's
mana.
low though, it's so low. You gotta go the first place now. D&D taking the lead actually on the first place. Ziz
only just.
2 seconds behind roughly. We'll have to look at their timers to see who actually gets the first kill.
Oh yeah, this is gonna come
Oh
down
my
the
god,
time.
D&D is insane damage. Already at half, already at 10%.
Oh, he just
15,
gets-
16, 43. Nicely done. Ziz doing his best. Ground salmon away. Ground salmon double striking. Trying to apply the bleed with double striking bleed. Gets frozen. It gets frozen actually. So low. He's got to finish it.
Oh my god, well done. There's the
Nicely
kill.
done. 1703. I wonder if he knew how close it was. D&D typing, "Oh, I won, lol, WTF how" in chat. He's a bit surprised.
There was, oh my god, that was so close.
That was so
like
close.
the most thrilling Caravan of Wrath I've ever seen.
That was insane. But it's not over yet. We still have Oneew and Goratha going neck and neck for 3rd place. You know, it is an average of 3 runs, so it's not over. You just because you have a rough run does not mean it's over. Goratha had a very rough upper prison, was almost a minute or 2 behind the other racers on Brutus, but he's not the last to fight Merveil, which is the objective of this run. He is fighting away. He has a 2-link. Taking a look himself, has a Jade Hatchet and a Copper Sword, 2 Iron Rings, and his damage is looking really good. But Oneew, he's just stuck in dead ends. He's not having a good time. And Goratha already has the first phase down.
Goratha's looking very solid here. Second phase won't present him any problems. Oneew getting stuck in a little bit of a pack of squids there as well, having to kill his way through, which is not what he wants to do. In addition, eating those dead ends. Goratha's second phase, halfway down already. Oneew just getting into the boss fight now. He's not going to lose too much time here, but
he's taking time to
definitely
swap
not
his
ideal.
gems, like not without even activating the boss. Those are precious seconds he's losing right now. 18-15 is the kill for Goratha, but as we saw yesterday, you know, a couple seconds matter. Some people are, you know, getting higher ranks just by a couple seconds.
yeah, we saw exactly the same time average for 2 players one time yesterday. So yeah, every second you shave off helps that bring that average down.
One thing I would like to point out here is the leap slam for D&D allowed him to quickly move between phases. We see a lot of other players just casually strolling every Merveil teleports, and it's just rough. You can't do anything about that. And then like you get to Renji teleports again, you're like, oh, great, I gotta keep walking.
I will say though, that leap slam had destroyed his mana by the time he got to Merveil, and he had to portal out as a result. So it actually cost him a little bit of time there. A couple load screens.
That is true, that is true.
not
I'm gonna get
ideal.
this kill, 1901. Nicely done.
Wow. What a Merveil race. Yeah.
What a Merveil race. Ziz was pretty close. With a Marauder keeping up with the Duelist is definitely a faster class in comparison. So I believe he does have the edge since all the other players have played Duelists and they're all going Marauders now. So Marauder is the 3rd class of choice in this race.
Yeah, so it's in a consistent strategy. Ziz being the only one who wants to, you know, change it up a little bit, be a little bit of a hipster. He's like, yeah, I played Marauder first.
Taking a look at our average times right now, we have D&D in the lead with 1601. Number 2 is Mr. Zizaran, 1641, followed by Goratha with 1711 and Oneew with 1752. With the averages so far across 2 classes.
It sounds like to pull out a time average win, Ziz is going to have a spectacular race here, or we're going to have to see at least that one death from DeadandDoom. But with how he's been playing today, I don't think we're going to see another death in Ledge like we saw yesterday. Though he's looking a little antsy, he clicks and moves his Marauder and has to reset again.
Does definitely a bit nervous. There's a lot in the line here. However, there's only the top 2 racers from the group will be progressing to the next round, so we're using their seedings from the group stage.
Still, you want that first.
You definitely want that first for the bragging rights, you know.
Absolutely. I feel like as DeadandDoom, you got to be very happy in this position though, to have like a racer hitting those zones before you and feel that fire, like, because that's the thing that encourages you to train more, to get better, to play harder.
Exactly.
You want that competition for sure.
He hasn't lost in a while. It's a new feeling for him. Although, actually, in last week's tournament, I believe he was number 2 in groups, number 2 in semis, and he claimed rank 1 in the finals. Potentially saving strats.
Oh yeah, saving the best for the finals. We did definitely see that in the in that first weekend there.
Yeah, exactly. A couple players are asking, a lot on the line. What do you mean a lot on the line? There is a lot on the line. We have a first place prize of a tortoise pet, a rabbit pet, brilliant crown, chaos orb helmet, and 5 mystery boxes to the winner of this tournament. Gracefully sponsored by GGG, so we can thank them for that.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm sure D&D will love stacking his chaos orb helmets.
I mean, they're basically trophies at that point, right?
Yeah, basically trophies. Might as well just have his name on it.
Esports.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. 5 whole mystery boxes. Yes, 5 whole mystery boxes.
A little bit of extra fun.
Yeah.
A little bit of extra fun for the players there.
Most of the players just care about the passion of racing and just like want to go at it, go neck and neck.
Yeah, all these races will race regardless of whether there's any prizes on the line, but definitely nice to have something little to show off. I know any of you guys who played and got those chicken roast rower dinners. No, that's
I have like 40 in my hideout, man. It's awesome, dude.
I don't have 40. I have a couple.
Humble brag.
Humble brag. Not even humble.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Bring Gooey Royale back.
Help chat, I'm getting flexed all over by my co-caster.
Oh, I'm flexing right now. It's okay though. The players will flex on me if I was to participate in one of these races. So all of our marauders, they're heavy striking away. Ziz is double striking. He will get the first kill since he is on the duelist right now. But Oneew and D&D pushing Hellhawk really close to the exit. Goratha's Hellhawk being a bit mean, just not pushing, let himself get pushed.
Being stubborn.
Exactly. See, any crazy loot for any players? Goratha got an extra portal and wisdom. Make him a bit rich early on. Already has 5, basically 6 portals to get move speed. No, he does not. So I'm getting move speed. What are they buying? Dini gets an iron ring and a ground slam. It's like ground. Ooh, is that a red-green helmet already? That actually is. So he basically has his links already. For ground slam chance to be a non-slot. He is extremely happy about that. Definitely gonna do Hellrake. Taking a look at Ziz. Does he have anything? He does have a green-red, a pair of gloves, so he can swap his weapons out freely. It gets confusing, so you can maybe link it to make it a green-red.
Oh, that's a risk.
Oh, we just have your favorite, the POW amulet, in case you get some mana issues.
It looks like it needs identifying, or...
Ooh, yeah, so we'll need some currency to set that up. You might just vendor it for transmutation shards to help him get more wisdoms.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to sacrifice a wisdom scroll for a power amulet. Seems like a big ask. I'm a fan, but maybe not.
I know, sub 2 minute title enter, very short coast, an excellent read to recognize it. Goratha not too far behind, D&D in some position as Goratha, slightly behind, and says following up shortly after that.
Oneew getting the shortest coast known to man there.
Yeah, this is going to be like a 230 Hellrake kill. You get this every time. You're doing Hellrake every race, even in Brutus.
Hellrake world record incoming on Maruda.
Has the ground slam as well. Should be super safe, no problem. He's going to be big in just a moment.
Waggle raging in caps that he's still on the Australian service from yesterday's wheel race.
Man, that wheel race was too evil, I feel.
I think it was just the right amount of evil.
Just the right amount. They didn't quit, so definitely was the right amount. I was a bit worried about that near the end. Looks like Ziz went on the cliff side in the title island. If you see the cliffs early on, you want to turn around. He has a lot of running to do now. Squeezes by a bunch of crabs that would have done a bit of damage to him. See, what he's going Oneew buying? Oneew, my apologies. Buys a rustic sash. Looks like he bought an additional red support gem. Gets his onslaught and he's pushing ahead.
He's having to kite the pack a little bit there. He's got a lot of angry cannibals after him. He's trying to draw a Hellrake into a corner, but taking a lot of extra time on this Hellrake fight, trying to just like trim down the amount of ads there.
I think he's playing it too safe. He needs to take some risks here. and start dual striking. Oh, maybe that's why he is taking. Maybe that's why he is playing it safe. He is going a bit low, under half HP. All the other players are already in mufflets though. He needs to up his speed.
I can't blame him, man. Cleave Hellrake is scary.
It is
Cleave
compared to the
Hellrake
ground slam. Ground slam is just like feels good, man. This is awesome. I'm just getting my XP right now. Let's go. Let's see. Will Goratha get his?
It's like naked.
Yeah, basically. Essentially auto attacking, kind of. So the range is very short early on. So Goratha has learned from his last race and expertly completes his Mudflats, so has a second iron ring to boot. He'll be really happy about that. And he's the first player to enter Submerged Passage, actually, no, at the exact same time. Slightly behind, actually, Oneew.
First.
Actually first. All players skipping the waypoint. Looks like they'll be most likely vendoring at lower prison for their totem. Although we've seen a couple players skip it today. They'll check to see if there's a dead end first. If there's a dead end, then they'll do their vendor.
This is getting shredded by rowers on top of the Halitosis cliff.
Yeah, definitely has to be careful. Although he sees all his glyphs, so will not be getting lost and should know exactly where to go. D&D just entering the Submerged Passage at 4:38. Goratha and Oneew already very far. Goratha already passed the, just finds the bridge. So he had a small mini bridge before that. I almost thought that was the first bridge. Stuck in a rare crab, but able to make it by. It's level 4.
Goratha getting stuck on the crab.
Yeah.
Crab body block. Not opting to try and finish off the rare crab though. Not exactly something you want to do. The 2 phases there.
Exactly. So one thing I'd like to note is Ziz will need 2 good weapons since he is dual striking, whereas the other players, they only need 1 good weapon. Actually, Goratha is molten striking, so he will also need 2 good weapons, since that is an alternating weapon. D&D typing nice in chat, finds Submerged Passage and Elrion. He's not happy about that one. Gets stuck in some sea witches to boot. Finally finds the bridge in Submerged Passageway.
I believe that was a trademarked D&D nice right there.
Yes.
Salty nice.
Lots of meaning behind that nice.
A lot of you have to read it in the inflection of the text.
Exactly. A little bit hard, but we'll leave it up to our viewers' imaginations. D&D finds his ledge. Bit behind though, the other racers right now. Goratha past the ledge waypoint. I believe Oneew is in a similar position. And Ziz is going to enter the ledge shortly enough. Let's take a look at gear and or levels. Do our racers have anything special or crazy so far?
No, not seeing anything. Really. Very standard base gear. A little bit of bonus damage on Ziz's rusted spike, but that's nothing too special.
D&D has 2 red greens. His helmet and his boots.
Yeah, his links are the biggest things for him here. He's pretty flexible on those links too.
Yeah. Ziz has no iron rings though. There's every other player except for Oneew.
Wow,
has 2 iron rings.
What's going on there? He did equip the power amulet. I would like to note, getting for his efforts, 20% increased mana regen, a 9+ to accuracy rating, and 4% increased armor. What a god tier amulet.
And picks up an alchemy right after that. Let's see what he throws that on. Throws on a jade hatchet. That is a lot of damage. That's probably the correct move since we saw, Ziz was the first to enter the Merveil fight last time, but his damage was just way weaker in comparison.
Did we see what his Alex scored on the Jade Hatchet there?
I believe it was IPD, flat damage, amongst some other good stats, which we'll let the chat know in a moment once our watcher updates. And he equips it. He's not level 6 just yet. Looks like all our players are Oneew is level 5, DeadandDoom level 5, Goratha level 6. Zizaran is apparently level 3. He has some catching up to do.
Yeah, what's happened to Ziz's XP? I wonder here. Just like suffering the cleave? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, ground slam is just a really good XP skill early on. See, D&D walks by Nessence, opts not to kill it. I feel like it's kind of tempting to throw on your Jade Hatch, get some big damage.
He's gonna have to do some. I feel like Ziz has to do some decent killing at this point to keep that XP up. But
definitely,
it's
not in this zone. The next one, he is entering the climb.
Next zone. Climb's the way to go, you think?
Yeah, he's got to do it in the climb or prison, right? He needs to get at least level 5 for the prison. That is a level 8 zone. He definitely has to kill here. If this is level 7, he might already be in penalty. So I hope he realizes this. Or our watcher's just behind. Yeah.
He's just going level 3.5 Merveil. Let's go. He might hit level 4 on the way.
Well, gets an acceleration shrine. I mean, I think he's going for it. He might die though. 40 HP, able to get it though. And now he has to kill the monster. Oh, gets ignited again. Or does not get ignited. He's running away though. Has to be really careful. I think he's just running. It's an essence. Will he kill the essence? Killing a lot of mobs here. He has to. He needs to level up. He needs to level up.
It's a wheelie boy.
It is at level 5, so our Watcher was slightly behind, so level 5 will be good for the next zone. This should be fine. And catches up to D&D, who just enters lower prison. Ziz only a second behind, and Oneew is 10 seconds behind Ziz now, or 5 seconds behind Ziz. Goratha already done his vending. If he did go to town, I believe he did, just have his totem now, and just enters upper prison at the 8:52 mark. Nicely done for Goratha. And a solid lead right now. He is beasting ahead. However,
a real nice catch up there from Ziz, taking full advantage of that acceleration shrine to grab a bit of extra XP you need to stay in a safe range.
Ziz still has some XP issues though. He needs to XP a bit in here. Goes to town, buys a Jade Hatchet, so he's gonna be pretty happy about that one. Doing his vending right now. D&D finishes his vendor. Looks like Oneew. I could not tell if he did his vendor, but I did run to dead end. I was going the other way. Taking a look at Goratha. He is still pushing ahead. Has a Jade Hatchet. Has his rusted sword. Some boots, nothing too crazy though, just standard gear. D&D gets a shrine. What is the shrine? Replenishing shrine again, so he'll be really safe in here. Can be very safe with his pots. Goratha going a bit low though in the prison, has to be careful. And finds the warden's
What's really interesting about this race right now is Ziz and DeadandDoom are battling out to bring their best average time, because they're both very close right now. And Oneew and Goratha are battling for first in this actual race. But if their times are good enough, then they could bring their average down to maybe take second place off whoever doesn't do better out of Ziz and DeadandDoom.
Exactly.
It's very interesting.
Goratha doing a bit of gear swapping here, has 2 Jade Hatchets and has 3 Link Red Gloves to get a 3-Link Molten Strike going. His Brutus skill should be extremely fast. D&D being the second player to enter the Warden's quarters. Oneew is walking by a Shocking Shrine. Will he pick it up and see if he can bring it? Looks like, ooh, he's standing on it, but picks it up. Gets a whetstone, does not pick up the whetstone though, and Goratha's starting the fight. And he is destroying Brutus at the moment.
Goratha with an excellent third race here, and just crazy fast Brutus kill.
10:39. That would have been a very competitive time in yesterday's Brutus burst. But this is the Merveil burst.
Competitive Brutus time in a Merveil burst is impressive, because it's not your priority, you're leveling up a lot more. It's actually an insanely good time, considering how much XPing they're doing.
Exactly. Looks like he does not even... Oh, gets a Quicksilver drop. Gets a second Quicksilver. Will he go back and pick it up? He does. Walked by it a bit, but he had to be a bit careful since the dog is on him. His level 8. Misclicking a bit, though. The mobs are all over it. They're saying, it's mine now. And D&D just logged out. I think that was after his Brutus kill. I don't believe he died.
Just after his Brutus
and
kill.
He gets second Quicksilver. And he gets a shrine. What's the shrine? Will he check it? I kind of hope he checks what the shrine was.
I would go that way.
I think I would.
I would check that.
I think I definitely would check it. Maybe he saw the mobs weren't moving quickly on the outskirts of it, so it was the case. Non acceleration. What other shrine could really help me out here? Saying, you know, I don't need it. This is probably the correct direct read anyways. Taking a look at our other 2 players. Oneew is on Brutus right now. Ground salmon away with just the 2 link. Does have a large life flask. Out of potion charges though, but Brutus is down. Gets lots of items, but won't be able to equip that boarding axe and is vending away for his town. So one thing I'd like to note is Goratha. He just instantly... No vendoring, no nothing, I believe. Went to Prisoner's Gate. Just no downtime. Just kept going.
Just going, man.
And he needs to do that.
Any of that.
Allows him to be in the lead. Ziz is on the Brutus fight right now. He had a rough start, but he should be able to pull through. He is on Duelist, one of our stronger racing classes. He's doing a lot of gear swapping mid-fight. You gotta do that on the way to Brutus. Yeah, he's still swapping gear. He has to be careful. He's just out of potion charges now. Without the large life flask, this is gonna be very difficult.
Using all of his large life flasks, just swapping gear there.
See if the Vigilant Strike is enough to allow him to tank it, and is able to get it down. Nicely done for Ziz. But he has some work to do. Let's see if he vendors here. Will he vendor, or will he just go straight ahead? He decides to go straight ahead, which I believe is the correct play. Onew's in the Prisoner's Gate. See if he picks the correct direction at this 50-50 here, with Goratha already in the Cavern of Wrath. D&D just entering Ship Graveyard. Goratha whole zone ahead, the 12:48 mark. He is going extremely fast. He's getting chain frozen over and over, but he hits level 9, goes back to full HP, refills both his Quicksilvers. He might be setting a world record here. I believe the world record is 1540 or something like that, roughly. Step by ISQT.
Insanely well here.
Yeah, he has a chance of breaking the record.
Ziz needs to push. He's in danger of losing his second place here.
Definitely. I'm very curious to see.
Losing a lot of time here.
Actually, I've just been updated by chat. The world record is actually 1356. I did not know when that happened, so I would like more info on that. I thought it was 1540 by RiseQT. but today I learned. It's getting faster by the second, by the day.
Ziz hitting a very unfortunate Val side area there in his prisoner's gate, getting fully debated by that. The exit was actually right next to the same exit, just going off to the left there. Ouch, a little painful.
Definitely. Goratha has a slowing squid behind him, chasing him. Manages to get a bleed on it. Escape. He's out of Quicksilver charges, and D&D might take this opportunity to catch up. D&D is in Cavern of Wrath. Goratha is in anger. Has a chance to get a sub 15 Merveil, depending on how much damage he does here. He has perfect links too. Doesn't have to do gear swapping. D&D hits level 9. He's going to enter Cavern of Anger right now. See if he'll go for another level for another damage node. Oneew is in Cavern of Wrath. He just entered it. Ziz is still in the prisoner's gate. Just entered Ship Graveyard. He needs to up his pace.
Yeah, he definitely needs to push hard here. You can tell his expression has changed a lot. He's getting worried. He's like, oh no, I might throw my second place here, and he does not want to do that. I know he wants to get into those finals real bad. He wants it, man. He's hungry. He's a hungry fighter.
Exactly. Oneew getting a nice one. Decides not to pick it up. Is level 10 though. Does a couple leaps him though. Speed him up quite a bit. Goratha starting the Merveil fight at the 1446 mark. Had a really long Cavern of Anger. Let's check out his DPS. Seems to be... It's not bad, but it's not amazing. It's definitely good.
3-link, Jade Hatchet, Jewel Line Rings. Nothing special though. He is alternating weapons though between that and a rusted sword, unless he swapped that out at the last second there.
Yeah, I'd like to point out D&D did enter the fight only a couple seconds after Goratha. See if he takes this opportunity to possibly take the lead in this. Just Goratha! I swear he just went to single digit HP. How did he live? Oh my goodness! This might be D&D's chance to take first in this race. Goratha has to keep on damaging, or he might lose this. And gets the kill.
Also going 1531 to back off.
Oh man!
Just getting this kill. Seconds.
1536, 1531. D&D tapping over without touch time. Nice done, Goratha, winning by 5 seconds.
Damn. Goratha, excellent run there. You don't expect to see such a risky second phase there, but he went as low as you can go. You read that. We walked that right on the line there.
Definitely.
But, securing first place in this race. Excellently done. Oneew. Next up to Merveil.
Has a shocking try. He is going to have big damage. He's ground slamming away though. Where is his single target links? Deciding I don't have a second good weapon. Just going to ground slam it up. Yeah, he only has a driftwood club. It's definitely not a good weapon. In these races.
And with that shock ground, it's definitely doing pretty well.
Honestly, has enough time here to get it up for the second phase.
There's chunky ruthless hits there. He's got that 55 IPD Jade Hatchet as well, doing some work right now. Yeah, very fast Merveil kill. He's going to get that down. No worries. No close calls from Oneew. Very solid race.
1642.
A lot behind here. His third race after 2 very strong first and second races there. It's going to be interesting to see how much this brings his average down. He's got every second here counts. Gonna have a nice, fast, clean Merveil kill. Certainly no deaths.
Our stats guys are calculating the stats right now as we speak, and watch Ziz start his Merveil fight. I'll give you an update in a moment once our numbers are in.
Ziz with the Molten Shell as well.
Molten Shell? Can Merveil even
We saw that in one other time as well. He's gone very low there. He cannot die here. If he dies, that's it. He'll be pushed out of the top 2 easily.
Ooh, it's already 20 HP, 20 HP.
Oh, yikes. Little close there. Dancing around the edge of that blizzard. Just dodging those barrages. Bringing up another Molten Shell while he closes in. Merveil teleporting around a lot. Taking lots of damage. Going out of Life Blast right now. He's having a bit of a tough time with this first phase. A really tough time. But he gets it down. Gets that crucial flask refill for the second phase. Should be able to just stand here at this point, I think.
Yeah,
and again, he might get away.
I really want to see this Molten Shell as proc. Oh, it actually expires because this is not proc. I want to see it proc and just like one-shot Merveil.
Just taking that cold damage, not doing the trick for his Molten Shell.
Maybe we need a Threshold Jewel or something to change it up.
He's just using it to help deal with those auto attacks in the first phase, which is an interesting idea. I wonder how much difference that makes.
There
we go. Getting
1823.
1823. Let's see those numbers, huh?
Taking a look at our averages, we have D&D coming in at first with an average of 1553. Two 15-minute runs, one 60-minute run. Very insane runs by D&D. Coming in at second place, we have Goratha with 1638. It's a 16-minute run, 18-minute run, and a very nice 1530 run to bring him back up. I believe he was in fourth place, up to third. Nicely done. This is shortly followed by Ziz, 1715, who was averaging 16 and a half and had a very good odds of claiming second place and making it to the finals, but having a bit of bad luck in the last run. Last but not least, we have Oneew, 1729, roughly the same average as Ziz. Doing very well in the last burst, but have also had a bit of rough time on Duelist.
Crazy how that changed. I thought Ziz was a shoo-in for hitting that top 2 there.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was. He had just a bit of a rough time on the Duelist, and you think Duelist would be his best class.
Yeah, you'd think it would be kind of everyone's best class, but proving not so here, especially in these shorter races where it opens up a little bit more to interpretation, perhaps.
Actually, interestingly enough, I believe every single player was slower on their Duelist run in comparison to their Marauder run.
Oh my god, the
Marauder
meta
being
shift.
Faster. That's news to me.
Shift,
Everyone's always like, yeah, Shadow Duelist, best racing classes ever, right? And every player, even D&D was over a minute faster on Marauder. Marauder confirmed OP.
It looks like, it's tough to call what's even the best average between Shadow and Marauder here.
Yeah, I'm taking a look here. Shadow with 1620. For Ziz, yeah, it's very hard to say. Looks like Shadow and Marauder are roughly equal, if not better. Marauder might have a slight edge in the Merveil race. Which seems odd.
Is it just that Duelist cleave? It must just be that early cleave game is just really rough then.
So we will be getting a bracket update from Jamza as soon as he gets it up, so everyone stay calm. The graphic will be updated momentarily.
Stay calm, chat.
Stay calm. It's coming. But just to confirm for you guys, D&D did claim rank 1 in this group. He's moving to the finals, along with Goratha claiming rank 2, who is also moving to the finals. See, we have 10 minutes till the next race. We do have time for a short interview. Or maybe some pre-race banter. What do you think? Banter or interview?
Oh, I'm curious about this concept of pre-race banter.
I mean, so we could see if we get like Ventura, Gucci, Coldly, the Uber. Chat saying... Ooh. What does chat want? Chat wants a banter view. I'm not sure what a banter view is, but...
I feel like we've invented a new word here, so we have to try it out at least.
Definitely. Let's send a message to let's see if we can get 2 players in at the same time. Send Gucci message, hey, interview question mark, not let them know. Not let them know what the real deal is. I'll send it to Uber so you can get a banter view going.
Are we parent trapping them right now?
Possibly. Is this entrapment? Gucci says, I know it's a banter view. Uber also says. So both of our players say sure. It's like we will be going on over to the interview room. Meet you there.
Heading over.
Welcome, Ziggy. Uber and Gucci, can you hear us?
Hey. Hello.
Any thoughts on the first group today?
I was kind of practicing alongside because I didn't get a lot of time to practice Merveil, so it's interesting. What were the average times?
The average times for Shadow was 1607, Marauder 1613, and Duelist 1805.
Duelist 1805?
Yeah, every Duelist already was slower than Marauder and Shadow.
Did this do like a 25-minute run or something? Why is the average so high?
1823 actually.
Ziz actually did not have the slowest Duelist run. I would like to point that out.
Really?
Shit, okay.
Duelist has been... Wasn't Duelist also like the 3rd slowest yesterday as well. Like, only beaten by Ranger.
I can double check.
Yeah, it seems like
yeah, it
Duelist
actually
getting
was. Yeah,
credit.
Shadow
Yeah,
and
also
Marauder
just-
beat Duelist again, and yes, in the Brutus burst as well.
Ground Slam is just better than Cleave.
Oh yeah, it seems like it. I feel like someone needs to try and find a way to innovate Duelist early game for these shorter races here.
You can just get Ground Slam, but I think you need to use an extra Wisdom to buy it because you get Cleave as a reward, but I don't think you get Ground Slam as Duelist. So there's like one more Wisdom at the start.
Yeah, Marauder
Yeah,
gets
let's
2
scream
gems.
Marauder then.
Marauder literally gets like 2 gem choices. You get Molten Strike, which doesn't get scaled by anything in the Marauder tree, except for attack speed. And
Ouch.
and you get Ground Slam, which does work. So I wonder which one you pick.
Fair enough. All right, so let's take it to your upcoming event, which is in a couple minutes here. Uber, how do you think you're gonna do in this event?
Merveil's probably my weakest category, so I'm a little bit worried. Gonna do my best, but I don't think I'm gonna do that well.
How about you, Gucci? Do we have some fire in you? Like, do you believe you're just gonna take this group by storm?
Oh, I want to lose. I don't want to do a Ranger Bow Run.
Oh man, players not a big fan of the burst run. Well, we'll let you know this is the last burst run this season.
I want to do the Ranger Vow, but I just gotta get there.
Gucci's just a Sunder boy. He just wants to play Sunder every race. Unfortunately, our rules are not letting him do that.
Yeah, I haven't played Sunday in so long.
Uber is a big fan though of the non-Sunder meta.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like our players don't have too much banter in them, which is unfortunate for the crowd. But
No, they're both feeling so defeated already,
I know.
guys. Come on, we need you guys to pep it up. Like, light a fire under yourselves a little bit.
Oh, I'm ready for Val, but I don't know about Merveil.
I mean, it's an Act 1 race. Thankfully, anyone could win. And there's so many RNG things.
RNG? What do you mean?
Yes.
Just like get lucky every race, just like DeadandDoom, right?
I mean, he got unlucky with his ledge. I think
Wait,
he could
is
have
that-
got like some insane run if his ledge wasn't ass.
Is that the secret? Just complain while you're still getting good RNG?
Something like
I think
that.
that is the secret. It seems like it.
All right, looks like our banter view wasn't exactly a banter view. It was just more like a pre-game, talk show. But
Pretty good to chat.
yeah, pre-game chat. So it looks like we'll be taking a short intermission before our next race. Good luck, Uber and Gucci. See you in a moment.
Best of luck, guys.
See it.